hope you're having a fantastic Monday so far. I've just finished filming our week 6 of the EMF course with the amazing Bronwyn Bennett, and I wanted to share with you some key takeaways from this EMF course that we've just finished filming. So it's been 6 weeks. I've got to interview Bronwyn each week for 6 weeks. She's had to put up with my questions and my repetitive questions sometimes because I've wanted to get an understanding, and I figure if I have a question about electromagnetic frequencies, EMFs, then probably the other people doing our course do as well. So there are lots of different types of EMFs, electromagnetic frequencies, and some of them can be potentially harmful to our health. This is known in the research, and a lot of it isn't really publicly known. However, some key takeaways that I have learned over the last 6 weeks, I wanted to share with you. If you wanted to know further information about the course, you can take it anytime. You can get started at week 1 and undertake it over the next 6 to 12 weeks. Absolutely welcome to do that, and we'll support you along the way. My key takeaways were coming back to your why. Why would you want to reduce your exposure to electromagnetic frequencies within your home? And what are the health effects, and why would you, what are the long-term potential health effects as well? So coming back to your why. The second step, so my why, let me share that with you, is to reduce the harmful exposure to my kids, because their health will affect the health of their kids if they choose to have them, and then flow on down the track. So it's about leaving a healthier legacy, creating the best environment for my kids. And I know that when they're on devices for too long, they get a bit cranky. Sometimes I do too. So really minimizing exposure as much as possible. So we've hardwired our iPads, which has been really great during remote learning, to know that they haven't been exposed to the high effects of the EMFs that they would have been during this time of 6 months of remote learning. So that has been my why. And also, when it's really, really quiet, I have ringing in my ears, and it's something that I never noticed before. Usually when it's really, really quiet, it means that it's time for bed, and I fall asleep straight away. So it's something that I've become more conscious of, and it can be a symptom of EMF exposure. So I'm wanting to reduce that ringing in my ears. The second thing is to, again, take one step at a time. Make one change at a time. If you make one change each week for 52 weeks, then you've made 52 changes in the year, and it doesn't have to be complicated. So one of the easiest ways to make change is the path of least resistance. Pick the easiest thing. Pick the quick win that you can select for reducing your EMF exposure within the home. Now, for us, it's turning the modem off at nighttime. That is a quick win, an easy thing to do, and we don't need the Wi-Fi on at nighttime, affecting our brains and affecting our sleep. So one thing that I did learn in week 1 was that our brains at nighttime have an opportunity, and that's when they rest, and that's when they detoxify. So they gets rid of all the toxins floating around in our brain, and the CSF, the cerebrospinal fluid that bathes our brain and our spinal cord, actually washes over the brain, and it removes it at nighttime. What happens with electromagnetic frequencies, particularly if you're thinking about your phone or your iPad that you might have in your home, that actually creates or affects our blood-brain barrier, and it makes it more permeable, which means it essentially kind of comes a little bit more holy. So when you're at nighttime, when your brain is being bathed in this beautiful fluid washing all those toxins away, if your blood-brain barrier becomes more permeable, that is potentially a way for the toxins to go inside your brain, which we obviously don't want. So protecting our brains at nighttime, that's when they're at their most vulnerable. And also electromagnetic frequencies affect our sleep as well. So keeping devices out of the bedroom, switching devices off at least an hour before bed if possible, are some key takeaways. Just really protecting our sleep space and creating a really restful, peaceful sanctuary that where we can rest and recharge overnight. So those are a couple of key takeaways for me. Coming back to why I would want to make these changes. We have some autoimmune and chronic health conditions within our wider family and friends as well. So being aware of that, some of these EMFs can cause, or EMFs are known to contribute to oxidative stress and inflammation and are associated with a lot of chronic health conditions. So making that choice to reduce as much as possible. It's not a perfect system. We have our phones. We don't have a landline anymore because we're here in Melbourne and landlines are a thing of the past. So we do the best we can. But being aware, when you know better, you do better. So those are the steps that I have made, and I'm still in the process of making changes within our home to reduce EMFs. But I have learnt so much from Bronwyn over the last 6 weeks, and it's been a pleasure to pick her brain. If you want to know more about the EMF course, again, you can start at any time. You'll still have our support through the program, and send a message or a comment below if you'd like to find out more information about how to get onto that. Maybe now that the kids are back at school and there's a bit more time in your day and a bit more mental space to listen and absorb and make some changes for creating a healthier future. I hope you have a wonderful rest of your day, and I will see you on the next live. Bye for now.